could have been posted to Riften, but I turned it down. Dumb.
Well, what is it? I'm organizing our defenses here. If you need supplies, talk to Gary in the Tapped Vein. The King's Arrow? Well met, my friend. The town's under constant threat, and a horde of Reachmen took over the mine and sealed themselves inside. Rizish is trying to break into the mine. We've got people trapped in there, and we need to understand what in oblivion the Reach are up to. Rizish is a clever little lizard. If anyone can find a way past their magics, she can. I'll answer what I can. Be brief, though. There's still much to do. No, I'm proud to ride with the companions, Isgramor's heirs. Followstone Hall is our lair, just north of town. Always happy to wield our blades in service of the Pact. Shaw's bones. You've never heard of the 500? The companions are the brave warriors that rode with legendary Isgramor in the battles to conquer Skyrim. We are their descendants, by blood and by bond. Let's see. Saved the High King from poison, fought a horde of orcs to a standstill, stood with the Pact at a high moot, and ensured the alliance didn't shatter. Nah, haven't heard of you at all. Tribal clans from far to the west, up against the border with High Rock. Areas called the Reach, so Reachmen. They're nasty. Been giving the Jarls trouble for generations. I've no idea what they're doing so far from their clan holdings. Bone Shaper. Worst kind of shaman. One step up from necromancer. They use corpses in their foul ceremonies.
The river runs with poison here. We'll want to stay back while we work our way inside. Sk! The Reach vermin hide behind their magical shield. We must bring it down for the Pact and glory. Outside town, dark shamans imbue bodies with corrupt magicka. Take this talisman. Use it to remove the corruption and return the bodies to rest. Then we will turn the Reach's evil against them. Too few have the strength to oppose the Reach shamans. Hurry, before they do more evil here. The other mages and I have been trying to force our way inside. We've been preparing the effigies for a spell of our own. Usk. Their shamans are powerful. Now with your arrival, we can strike. Mysticism responds strongly to sympathetic acts. Their spell here wards the cave. Symbolically, it's the same energy hurled from the dead. We will set one against the other. Hiss. They are mystics. The art of mysticism allows a mage to manipulate the flow of magicka. These dark shaman, they pull the corpses from the ground. They drain the remaining magicka from the body. That's right. To these bone shapers, the body is just the rind of the fruit. They squeeze it with rituals, drain the last of the river water from the dead. I can hear the magicka singing with the talisman. Imbue the effigies. Look for the mine foreman, Gondis. Channel the magicka.
Quiet. Get down. Pray to hear it. Now quiet down, or you'll... Quiet. Pray to hear it. I'm happy to see you, but please keep your voice down. I don't know what they're looking for, but the bastards are all over the mine. They've slaughtered most of my miners. I think a few are still alive, held captive. Find them and free them if you can. Deep in the mine, in an ancient companion tomb. The Reachman shamans went into the tomb. Then the clansmen used 2 relics to seal the entrance. Their leaders are in the tomb, but you need those relics to get in. Shore's bones. I'm glad you're here. Look for my miners while you're exploring. They don't deserve this. Well, I hate to give this up, but I guess you need it more than me.
Please, help me. They're saving me for something horrible. You have to get me out. Yes, they let Adana, Noria, and Ray. Yeah. The Reachman talked of an ancient tomb down here. Something about the companions.
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
Long have we guarded this tomb, watching over the bones of the evil Sinmur. Enter,
Evil gathers
champion.
beyond these doors.
Return and taste the blood of Isgramor's heirs!
Isgramor's heirs.
I know, but I must retake Followstone. I fear the worst. Let's go. Our worst nightmare has come to life. Sinmur has returned. The ancient enemy of the Companions must be faced once more. 1,000 curses on the Reachmen. Sinmur must be stopped, somehow. It falls to us. We must rally the Companions and face Sinmur together. Are you with me? We've done what we can for Showstone. The villagers can deal with the aftermath. We have other concerns. While we were here, the Reachmen attacked Followstone Hall. The Companions' Hall, our ancient headquarters. It perches on the mountainside above Showstone. We must see if any are left to save, and then we take the hall back. Can I count on you? Together we'll storm Followstone Hall and teach those bastards a lesson they'll never forget. Followstone Hall must be retaken. There are relics hidden beneath. I'll see you at Followstone Hall.
Thank you.
Are you ready for this? The sure-cursed son of a skeever named Strahl Blackthroat. He leads the... It's my fault. I brought our best blades to Shores. The recruits I left behind never had a chance against the savagery of the Reachmen. I'm told survivors retreated to our shrines. Find them and rally them to the hall. I'm going to hold the main doors. I'll wait for you there. We're holding them here. Rally the others, quickly! Sounds good. I've heard Skald Svari holds out at one of our shrines. You rally her to the hall. Isgramor! Sage Tyrora is dead. Tortured. I'll gut every Reachman I find. I swear it. I lead, I bear the blame. Tears and mead are for another day. Wish she was here, though. We need her right now. The Reachmen are in the vault beneath the hall. Our most treasured artifacts are down there. Reach shamans have placed one of those damn spell shields on the door. Tyrora would be able to... Wait. I just realized. Sage Tyrora still may be able to help us. This pouch of ashes, we use it to commune with the ancient spirits of the hall. She's nearly dead. And if I know Tyrora, angry. At each of the memorials near the hall is a small brazier. Burn the ashes at each altar, and see if you can locate Tyrora's spirit. I'll rally the men here and inside the hall.
I refuse to let go. Savangard will not have me.
Why are you talking to me? Enemies are in the hall. I can still feel the touch of their knives. The pain. I feel the call of Savangard, but I will help you before I go.
We have them on the run. Frostfang, that chieftain, is trapped in the basement. It's through the trapdoor. Follow me.
They're coming for us.
We must get into the vault. I hope I'm wrong about why the Reachmen are here. Sage Tyrora answered your call. Sure, bless her. I must ensure the hall is cleared. I need you to go into the vault. Kill... Aye. We've the honor to safeguard the legendary axe Wuthrad. It rests in the vault, secure in the arms of Isgramore's statue. Please ensure that it's safe. So many proud warriors slain. We'll repay every drop of blood threefold.
Is that it, Master? Is that what we came here for?
Yes, Wuthrad is now ours. If the others have done their part, then...
The portal awaits, Master.
Oh, what you swit!
What did you find in the vault? It's as I feared then. Wuthrad is the only weapon we know that can send Sinmur back to oblivion. Trolls take every one of them. One thing always leads to another, and change can often be difficult to accept. However, we must continue. It's the only way. Sage Tyrora has passed to Sovngarde, and Followstone needs a new sage. Skuld Savari has asked my permission to try for the position, and I've given it. The sage-to-be and a companion must pray at Fallowstone's shrines. If she is acceptable to our ancestors, visions of the 500 in their prime will appear. Will you accompany her?
Hold, soldier! I have news from Vernon Wood. The Reachmen are gathering in the wood. Gyakiel needs all able blades to head there right away.
I can't believe Tyrora's gone. I hope so. Sage Tyrora has passed to Sovngarde. Fallowstone deserves a sage, someone to record the companion's deeds. But first, I must prove myself. The sage-to-be and a companion must pray at Fallowstone's shrines. Visions of the 500 in their prime should appear to them. Will you take these prayer beads and accompany me? We'll begin with the tale of Ingo, Isgramore's son.
From distant Atmora, my lord and father Isgramore gathered the 500 companions. My brother Ilgar and I were proud to be among the chosen. A mighty fleet, the harbinger of us all, led from Atmora, across the seas to the shores of Skyrim. The tale of the landing is not mine to tell. I give way to my brother, Ilgar.
Alas, my elder brother Ingol, right arm of our father, perished in a great storm during the crossing. Grieving, Lord Isgramore and I led our diminished host onto the shores of Skyrim.
This next shrine is to Ilgar. He led the companions alongside Isgramore as the Nordtide swept the elves from Skyrim. One of Ilgar's greatest accomplishments was taking up the mantle of leadership upon the death of Isgramore. The companions would have fallen apart if not for his commanding presence.
The elves who held Skyrim for time immemorial fell like grass before our blades. The companions of Lord Isgramor soon ruled all the land. Behind the shields and swords of the companions, others settled here from far off Atmora. Our people prospered, and the fame of Isgramor, harbinger of us all, spread across Tamriel.
The last shrine is to Isgramor, the harbinger of us all. He led the companions to Skyrim and drove the elves howling to distant lands. With his mighty axe Wuthrad in hand, none could resist Isgramor. Soon all foes fled before him. Only one, the dread half-giant Sinmur, leader of Skyrim's giant clans, dared to face Wuthrad and Isgramor.
Even the giant Sinmur fell to the might of Isgramor and Wuthrad.
And so shall all the companions' foes fall.
Thank you for your time and support.
Companions, rise and honor Skald Svari as she ascends to the post of sage. Skald Svari, we are here to honor your courage, wisdom, and strength. You have proven yourself worthy to be our next sage. Do you swear to uphold the tenets of the Companions and to defend Fallowstone Hall with your life?
I do.
Then arise as Svari, sage of the Companions of Fallowstone Hall.
I've worked my whole life to achieve this. Thank you for honoring me with your presence. Recording your deeds here will be my first act as Sage of Fallowstone Hall. The Companions will recover from this setback.
We've got trouble here. The Reachmen have taken over the Northwind mine up ahead. That's what I need to find out. We have to get into their camp. This isn't the same tribe we saw in Shaw's Stone. No telling what they're doing. Lots of corpses coming out of the mine. That can't be good. I'll get myself captured. See what the prisoners know. You look for clues in the camp. Take this uniform. Put it on and you should be able... Time to get myself captured. Do your part. This place is a slaughterhouse. What did you find? I must tell Vigrod. You infiltrate the mine. Eris Alona has the only key to the mine door. I tried to steal it, but could only get a key to her sanctum, just to the south.
You have done well, Mystic. Continue to follow my plan.
Send more bodies as you're finished with them. We need all you can supply.
Pact draws closer. Remain strong. If we succeed, all these lands will belong to the Reach.
They're all doomed. And I'm next. Taken below. All of...
Do not worry about me.
I have only this ward.
Take it.
Soon, little ones, you will be just like you. More eyeballs from the meatworms!
Who are you? Don't touch me! No! Please! Get away! Who? It's you. Don't look at me. Don't touch me! Oh, the bastards! The hag ravens! They took my eyes! Sucked them out of my skull! I can't... What they did to me! Make them pay! Kill them! Rip their eyes out! I never had a chance. They drugged us. Then the hag raven came. Its breath on my face. It sucked out my eyes. I'll never see again. Thank you for finding me. Forget it. Kill those hag ravens. There are 3 sisters, all nearby. Kill the twins first. Lure Daita out with Reachman eyes. Kill Jodviga's attendants and she'll attack. Then use the...
What is this? New treats for me? My sisters, you will pay for this forever.
Don't worry about us. We'll find our way out. I need healing. Thank you for everything. I'll see you in Shorestone. I'll never regain my eyesight, but I'll live. Porath will see me back to Shorestone. Come see me if you ever return. The way to...
The King's Arrow? Well met. Don't suppose you lead a vanguard of troops to Vernum? Another mouth to feed and house. You'd better be good. Don't suppose you're bringing any reinforcements, are you? Hours ago, we tracked Straw, the bastard, to Vernum Wood. The Reachmen, no, they're not... It's not what we thought. The Worm Cult. They're here. It gets worse. They're doing something to the Reachmen. I need to keep watch for any other soldiers coming through. Talk to Dajahil and the Centurion if you want to pitch in. Good.
Welcome to Vernum Wood. Dark waters run in this river. This is what we know. Strahl and his elite warriors were tracked to the wood. As soon as we hit the tree line, we saw the hoods and ropes. Indeed, we found a defensible position and have held them back thus far. We have no idea what's going on. Why are the Reachmen here? How did they get mixed up with the cult? We've tried everything, even some things I'm not proud of. An undercover agent named Belron, who joined us in Shadowfen, has narrowed it down to 2 options. One cruel, one not so much. This magical dagger can cut out a cultist's heart that will magically continue beating. The heart can reanimate a cultist's corpse for a bit, and it will tell us what it knew. Here's the dagger. Cut out the heart of a cultist and give that beating heart to Belron.
A still beating heart. Either Dajahil sent you, or this is an extraordinary coincidence. May I? Vile thing. A bit of magicka focused. And there. Bound up the soul that once pumped this organ. The worm at your feet refused to answer my questions. So we'll need to try a different approach. Look down. I've made room for a new heart in our friend here. Put your new trophy in its chest.
I can feel my flesh decay, but I'm not dead. Please, kill me. I'll tell you anything if you promise to kill me. We made a deal with the Reachmen. They unleashed the giant, Sinmur. And we promise to bless them with the touch of our Dark Lord. We channel the touch of the Lord of Brutality. All across the wood, the Reachmen are being transformed. Strahl himself undergoes the ceremony inside the central ruin. Now, please kill me.
Have you learned why the worm cult is here? That's a dark twist in the river. I'll send troops to investigate the ruin. It's been dirty work, but I thank you for your help. Belron left the camp. He muttered something about further research. Head into the field and find that dark elf.
You see that thing? That's what's left of the Reachmen gathered at Vernim. We need to learn more about these things. The Ghasts keep repeating the name Calyx Thorntongue. Go kill him. Take his heart and bring it back to me. Necromantic energies gather in the heart. You've returned. You have my thanks. You may have noticed the ruin in the center of the wood. That shroud of death and darkness. Nothing. Oh, I thought it was obvious. We kill you, sort of. These grave-born hearts, yes.
This is worse than I had.
The bravery of Vivek. Nicely. You have a little something on your mouth there. Absolutely, I think. You're much less alive than you were a few minutes ago, anyway. That should get you through the shroud. At the bottom of the ruin, there should be a totem powering the death shroud. Destroy it! The shroud goes away. And the...
Be on guard.
Behold the power of the worm!
He killed Lieutenant Belron. He has me. Don't mourn my fate. End
These
him.
worm cult gifts shall restore the reach. Die!
Get back to the surface. I didn't think we were going to make it out of there. Dajahil, Belron. I will make sure the Centurion, the Pact, knows of Strahl's defeat. Dajahil and Belron sacrificed themselves to see that beast slain. Their sacrifice will be remembered.
Glad you made it out, Arrow. I'll make sure Dajahil and Belron go up on the rolls and Mournhold. It's mad to think all those people, reduced to ink on parchment. We need to warn the settlements west of here. You put a stop to Strahl and the Reachmen, But the worms are a far bigger menace. Nimulton. Thane Fiora is a brave, intelligent woman, and she has the resources to protect the rest of the Ragged Hills. Grab a guardsman when you reach the town. They'll direct you where you need to go. Fiora is apparently a dynamo on the battlefield. I've heard stories you wouldn't believe. Death, Reachman, now the worms. I need to check on my family. We have a little farm down south. My wife's father started it, actually. Stop by and say hello if you get the chance. Tell her I sent you. Woman makes the most amazing sweet rolls.
Welcome to Nimulton, traveler. Do you seek the counsel of our mighty Thane Fiora? Or are you here with Sergeant Ira's contingent? Urgent news, eh? Perhaps it'll take her mind off the troubles. There was an attempt on the Thane's life. Her housecarl, of all people. Bastard. Sergeant Ira and her squad arrived just recently to look into the matter. Aye. Our Fiora's a tough one, she is. Cut that horker down where he stood. Look, I have to keep to my post.
You're not safe here, Fiora. Listen to reason. My friend, I would swear we only spoke days ago. I can see by the look on your face you know of Nimulton's dark times. Well enough. It's good to have a reason to get up in the morning. Without my family the way it was, it's easy to wallow in thoughts of Bleakrock. Of the good days. This investigation, that's what I do now. Denskar used to say I latched onto things like a mama bear. Wouldn't let anything go. Now I use that instinct for the Pact. After my breakdown, some of the others pulled strings for me with Pact command. As I was training, we talked about what I would do. This seemed the perfect fit.
What brings you to my hall? You don't look in need of a Thane's help. And if you are with Ira, I am not in need of her help either.
A friend of Ira's? Well then, welcome to Nimulton. The King's Arrow, yes? Well met. Tell no one that Beitarnes was a member of the Worm Cult. I won't have Nimulton fall into chaos. We are on his trail. My advisor and the court mage search for any hint of the cult as we speak. Keep that to yourself. I won't have the Nimulton fall into chaos. We're on his trail. My advisor... Slow. My advisor Borodin is at the inn questioning townfolk. My court mage Golan is at the Mages Guild researching the worm cult. Would you help them? My people should not suffer for any problems within my court. I should have seen Beitarnes's treachery before it came to roost in my very hall. There's not much to tell. Bastard asked me for a private conference, said he had something sensitive to tell me. When we were alone, he pulled a knife. I had to crush his scaly neck with my bare hands. Not a thing. To think of all the days I let that scaleback drink my mead, live in my hall. Brrr!
Let me guess. You're looking for worm cultists, right? Well, here we are. We're all worm cultists. Everyone in Nimulton worships worms and dances with Daedra. I've learned that the Thane needs to settle down. Having a troubleshooter come all the way out here because Fiora had a fight with a housecarl. Shameful. It makes Nimulton look bad. I'm thinking we need a new Thane.
Get out of here! I'm busy! The Thane is impatient. I almost have it. At first, it stumped me. Why would the cult come to this backwater? What could the cult find in Nemalton and nowhere else? I need to do more research. I need to consult a book in the Thane's library.
How goes the investigation? Nemalton reminds me of Bleak Rock. All these good people oblivious to danger. If only we could have protected my daughter. Have you learned anything? He's a fool. Oh? And I'm eager to learn what he uncovers. In the meantime, would you... Murder? On my watch? Oh, good to see you. I have sad news. Golan is dead. We heard the sounds of a struggle. My soldiers and I arrived too late. In the library with a pair of smashed skeletons. The worm cult, I'm sure of it. First the attack against the Thane, and now this. I've asked my soldiers to take a more active role, and you're not afraid, are you? Stay strong, my friend.
Greetings, Master Drendeth. As always, your memories are alive in me. How may I serve? I am, as you made me, Master, a Magicka memory matrix, a place to hold safe your dearest memories. Research entry. As I suspected, the worm cult plans to use bound companion spirits to empower Sinmur. I found evidence they're gathering in the crypt beneath Nemalton. The footprints lead from this fireplace. Here. What? No! Yes, Master Drendeth. Your notes on the companions indicate they once bound powerful...
My brethren moved to take Nemalton. They need you out of the way. I doubt I can take you in a fair fight. Luckily, I don't have to.
A bit of a warm-up.
The cultists... They came out of nowhere. Ira, she was leading them. She demanded I join the cult. Surprised her. I don't know. I cut her and she scampered like a skeever. Shut up and get out of here.
I saw her head toward the water.
So you've come to kill me. Do you remember Trinhild, my daughter? She died on the docks of Balfoyen, cut apart by Covenant blades. I don't blame you. I blame them and myself. She's gone and I'm alive. Do you know how painful that is? They're away on missions. I never see them, but it doesn't matter. They'll be dead soon too. The worm cult said they'd reunite me with Trinhild. All I had to do was pass information about the Pact. Maybe, but I chose to believe. It wasn't just secrets. Soon the cult asked me to kill for them. Golan, Thane Fiora. Denskar would despise what I've become. I'm done with the cult. But it's too late, isn't it? Your legend ends now, hero of Balfoyen.
So, Ira was behind much of this, wasn't she? I don't pretend to know her reasons. All I want to know is whether you've dealt with her or not. Yes. I'm thankful for these wounds, in fact. They woke me up. A Thane must be ever vigilant. The worms will find no shelter in the shadows of Nemalton.
Sure, preserve us. Help! Thank Kine. A familiar face. How did you know to come here, my friend? Worm cult! They're everywhere! Kirith, my sister, led a team here to investigate the ruin. We were this close to breaking into the barrow when the worms attacked. I ran as fast as I could. Of course not. Well, maybe. But then the companions showed up. They fought the cult to a standstill. The man who leads them, Nurir, is back at our camp. I came out here to find help, of course. Yes, help like you.
My friend, I'm glad to see you again. We could have used you here. The worm cult has made a mess of this dig. My friend, I'm glad. In that case, the Delvers found an ancient puzzle and gathered notes about it, clues. The worms killed the Delvers to get their notes. Whatever they're after, we can't let them get it. The worms won't stand a chance. I hope some of my men still live down there. We know precious little about their plans other than doors. Lots and lots of doors with some old room. It's a dragon mound.
You must listen to me. Wait. I heard what the worm cult is after. They're searching the rift for spirits of Ysgramor's legendary 500 companions. They intend to enslave those spirits and bind them to the giant Sinmur. Yes, I think so. I believe the ruins contain the burial vault of Valdur, one of Ysgramor's companions. Those pages you've collected? They're the clue to getting inside. If only I'd had more time. I hope so. My apprentice Daenerys is down in the vault, if he's still alive. Find him. Together, the two of you must find a way...
Do not linger here. Danger threatens elsewhere. I am Valdur. I rode with the 500 at Ysgramor's side. But now, my very essence is racked by magic. Yes, the dark-robed mages, deep in the ruin. They're breaking the binding that holds me here. They're pulling me apart. Navigate the puzzle. Get past the doors. Stop them! Follow me, Navi. I will lead you out. It's been so long. I'm free. And you say... No. With my shackles destroyed and the cult's ritual disrupted, I am free. They wish to enslave me. To you, my lord, before you go, there is one other thing. Now that I'm free, I can sense Hakra, the spirit guardian at Pine Peak. She speaks to me, warning of a dark gathering at Honric Tower, to the east. The cult, she says. Forces allied with you also gather at Honric Tower. I will journey there in my own way. You should travel there as well, my lord. Make haste for Honric Tower, my shield sister Hakra.
The King's Arrow. Well met. You'll find His Majesty...
Damn worms, driving them out will cost us dearly. And with all that we have accomplished, we still may not have the numbers to win this. And not a moment too soon. We can't wait for more reinforcements. Valdur told me of your deeds at Tarinkrav. Now our heroes have gathered, and we will need all of you to beat those damn worms and take back what is ours. They are building an army of Daedra. Their leader, the bastard Thalic Wormfather, stole Isgramor's axe, Wuthrad. He has roused the ghost giant Sinmur. Many have gone to Sovngarde today. Many more will follow unless we close the portals and stop Thalic Wormfather. No ordinary soldier can deal with this. For this task, I need you. The spirits of Isgramor's companions will ride with you against the worms. Talk to Baldur before you go, in kind speed, my friend. When the Skull King calls, the people answer. I should have dealt with the worm cult long ago. Before they grew in strength and numbers, we must defeat them here. Then we can attack their base at Arkwind Point, in the mountains to the west. It'll not be easy to get there, but first, we stop the worm. My soldiers are stretched thin.
This fiend, Thalic Wormfather. He cannot be allowed to hold Wuthrad. We will get it back. The King's soldier, Captain Hrosta, searches for Wormfather even now. In the meantime, you must stop the Daedra coming from Cold Harbor. There are 4 portals in the ruins. There are many cultists and many Daedra guarding them. But if you can find the portals and close them, that will reduce their numbers. The blessing of Isgramor's 500 companions will be with you. Our power is stretched to its limit, but your need is great. Aye, even in death, well chosen. This last stood with the crew of the Kalkaz in their final battle.
Quickly, open the portal.
Retreated through the portal, Arkwind Point. Go quickly! Captain Hrosta is there already!
Thankine. King Yoren said you'd be coming, but I was beginning to have doubts. We thought we had Dalek Wormfather cornered, but these damn cultists put up a fierce fight. My soldiers were all killed. I'm the only one left. He's down below. He's got Wuthra down there too. I worry about what he might be planning. I cannot get through the door, though. It is bound by some horrid necromantic ward. It requires a living sacrifice. Someone has to touch that gem over there in the ritual circle. They will die, but then the door can be opened. No, there is no time. The door must be opened, and you must go after Wormfather. As dark as that may be, I can't say that I'd feel guilty. You know, back up near the portal, I think there was a Reachman in a cage. Perhaps he crossed the cult. I suppose you could bring him here, and trick him into touching the gem? All right, but be quick.
You aren't a cultist, are you? Please, help me. They took me from my tribe. I disobeyed him. There was a ritual. A child. She reminded me of my Bruca. I was supposed to sacrifice her for the cult. I couldn't do it. I said I was just following my chieftain. Wouldn't you? Dalek Wormfather promised us... Thank you. You won't regret this. I'll return to the Reach and live a good life. My girls will be so happy. They cried when I left. Is this the way out? I'm ready. How do we get out of here? All right, thank you. I'm sorry again that I was part of this attack. If you ever visit the Reach, maybe you can meet my girls. I can't wait to see my family. No! Ah!
Defeat me that easily. Never defeat the worm cult. I give my spirit to Sinmur.
Dalek is dead. Long live Sinmur, eh? You saw the same thing I did. We stopped the ritual and you killed Dalek. But Wuthrad shattered. Dalek used the remaining power of the axe to fuse with Sinmur. Perhaps, but the axe shards have vanished. If they can be found, Wuthrad might be made whole again. The axe's haft still remains, though. Grab it, and let's get out of here.
The might of the five. Well done. Take the portal back to the Ebonheart Pact camp.
Hakra said Wuthrad shattered when you defeated Thalic Wormfather. Do not blame yourself. You fought with the courage of Isgramor. And you turned the tide and cut off the head of the worm. Without Thalic Wormfather, the cult will be severely weakened. Thanks to you, I now see victory on the horizon. Before you returned, our soldiers saw the ghost giant Sinmur. He came from the mountains and he went east towards Riften. Yes, to the very edge of Tamriel if we must. I have sent troops into the Smoke Frost to warn Riften of his approach, but you should also head in that direction. The shards of Wuthrad have been scattered across the Smoke Frosts. Be watchful. Recall, we will meet in the Smoke Frost, my friend. If not there, then in Sovngarde. I will lead the Pact forces to Trollhättan on the Sky Rim board, because I'm worried, my friend. If not for our success this day, the plain meld may have spread to all of Tamriel. So I will travel to Trollhättan and see what the Pact mages can tell me.
Welcome to Riften. I don't have time to be polite. We need help. If you're willing, I'll love you forever. If you're not, get out of my way. I don't care if the Eight themselves sent you. If you're here to help, you have my thanks. The giant attacked the city, Sinmur. Dark energies surrounded him. He had an evil cunning in his eyes. Punted steer and men aside like toys. Funny, until they hit something. There's folk buried under rubble and fires everywhere. My healers tell me we need to burn the dead. They don't want disease to spread. It's a mess. Whatever you do, don't just stand there. I'm busy and there's plenty of work to be done. We're going to move these people soon. Come find me in town if you pitch in. Terrifying. If we hadn't already been on alert, I don't know what would have happened. Sinmur knocked down the wall before we could drive him away. Some of the mages focused their fire on his head, and that seemed to annoy him. I can't believe he didn't go down. He was. The energy that swirled around him, the host of worm cultists, the moans of the dead. I hope never to see its like again.
Can anyone hear me?
Thank you for freeing me. Thank you for freeing me.
Thank you for freeing me.
Well, glad to see someone who can get things done. Good work. You'll find shelter for those who lost their homes. Maybe the Temple of Mara can put them up. You've done a good turn for the people here. Thanks. I already owe you, but I'm hearing rumors. They need to be investigated. My cousin on my past side, her father's missing, and the family says Yeri saw what happened. Problem is, he went missing during the attack, but he wasn't anywhere near the West Wall. She swears something pulled him into one of the canals. Poor thing shocked out of her gourd. As you can see, I'm a little occupied. Get Yeri talking. Tell the Pact's commander, Centurion Andren, what you learn. I hope you can help Yeri. Her father saved my life when we were children. I wish I could. That pig of a Centurion doesn't trust the people here or Riften's guard. Tells me not to listen to rumors. If something's going on, you need to shove the proof in his face.
Who in the Nine Holds are you? And what are you doing in my house? Oh, Shaw's bones, I was ready to murder you. Some bastard just tried to kill my niece. It's him. Gutted like a fish. He's a damned skeever, coming after a young girl with a knife. Yuri just lost her father, and now this man tries to kill her? Go ahead, but avoid the entrails. No telling what he's been eating. Search him all you like. Poor thing. When my brother was killed, Denser used to make her this foul-smelling tea. Never had a taste for it, but Yuri loves it. She brewed the last of our leaves just the other day. There might be someone. A Bandori peddler named Jadazi showed up just after the attack. Moon something.
White moon? Father's tea. Pa always said it reminded. He was taken by the cold eyes in the water. Drowned men.
Are you a Jarl? A general? Or a member of the God's Cursed Tribunal? No? Then shove off! This again? Look, the cult is gone. I was dispatched to aid the city with all of 5 soldiers. The rest marched off after the giant. I don't have the manpower. If you want to waste your time, fine. If you're going to wander... Who says I don't care? Look, we have refugees from...
Back on my feet. I was nearly stepped on. You ever smelled a giant's toes? Of course, all of us have. Not that the damn soldiers will listen to us. No, sure, take them. The soldiers won't do anything.
Stay back! You have to get... I was attacked by a zombie. It kinds wings. No, I'm groaning like a stuck pig because it attracts fish. It scratched me getting at the fish rack. I'm gonna become one of those things. I'm getting hungry for brains. I can feel my hair and teeth falling out. Oh, you're an expert. Some kind of necromancer, eh? Just go. The more you talk, the more I want to bite your head.
I've got a lot to do.
It's alright, but don't cry for Mummy.
I feel you are approaching. But don't worry, we've had the dead searching for the shards of Wuthrath, and we found one.
Prove your value to us, Akarai Gama.
Join my drowned dead. Witness my power. Drowned dead.
You're back. I hope the skeever hunt went well. Killed all the zombies, made us safe. A shard of Wuthred? Here? You must be joking! Though from the look on your face, I see you're not. The worm cult is a danger to us all. We'll double patrols with the 5 men we have. In the meantime, thank you for running them out of town. I want this post running smooth and by the numbers.
here you are. Hail! I'd heard rumors you were here, stirring up trouble. Fortunately, you're easier to find than I expected. Yoren the Skald King led the bulk of our army to Trollhättan, but there's a snag. The worms have dug in. We'll root them out, don't worry, but it's taking time. Yoren sent me to update you. Apparently, you're important. That must be what they're after. Stall us at Trollhättan. Gather the shards and grow in power. We need those shards. Yoren has things well in hand at Trollhättan. Find as many shards as you can as you make your way to the mountain.
Golvig would have sacrificed me as well if not for your help. Golvig was insane, tearing out people's souls with the shard, using that dark energy to transform into a lich. Disgusting. She got what she deserved.
Impressive deeds, hero. One of my companions could not have done better. Celebrate your victory. I see a hero standing before me. You have risen high in my estimation today. Even a shard of the mighty Wuthrad is a potent artifact. My ancient axe still has power left. Use it, hero. I, Sinmur and Thalik lurk at Trollhättan. I can feel them, like rotted teeth that must be pulled. Use the shard's power to end them. Are you still here? Are there no more worm cultists to kill? Pursue these villains, and perhaps we will meet again. That was a struggle for the ages. Long did we battle, a titanic fray. Weariness finally made him stumble, and I sank Wuthrad into his ugly face. How we drank my victory that night! Is your problem now, hero? Because it was my weapon, forged from my bitter tears after our defeat by the wretched elves. I slew legions of mighty foes with it. Wuthrad's legend and power grew with my own. Yes, as you have seen here. Even that worm Golvig, forever may her soul roast, could use a small piece of Wuthrad to suck the souls from innocents. Imagine what Wuthrad whole again could do.
Just once I'd like to live somewhere nice. You don't find a hero of the Pact on your doorstep without a reason. What brings you to a backwater like Fulhilm? Wuthrad broken? I wonder if that's related. We're surrounded by undead. They come in waves. We expect another attack soon. Thane Unwald. Unwald Ironhand? He was granted the fortress when he retired. You can try to talk to him if you want, but, well, with all we've been through, he's not glad of visitors. The Thane holds court in the Manor Hall. Sure as Sheogorath's a madman. Back before the Pact was formed, Unwald raided all along the Morrowind coast. His crew always came back laden with gold and honor. It's not how he reacted to the Pact. It's how the Pact reacted to him. Suddenly it wasn't polite to venerate a dark elf murderer. He's been out here ever since. Aye, but almost no one uses this pass anymore. Merchants ship cargo from Ebonheart to Wildhelm and then make the trip down to Riften. First time the soldiers have mustered out since the end of the Akaviri War. We provided support for Riften's troops and tended some of the wounded from Virak.
Who are you then? Another spy from the Jarls? Huh? Sent to put a knife in me, I'll wager? Well, speak, dog! Ha! You think me a fool, child? Iskramor's axe is safe in Fallowstone Hall. Even if that yarn were truth, what makes you think I have such a thing, huh? Planning to blame me? Fair are your words, and fair you may be. But I see the Jarls in the shadows behind you. It's not enough they exiled me here, swept me under the rug. Now they plot to make me disappear. Dark elf fanciers, all of them.
Your suspicions have merit, my Thane. Surely no harm could be done to Iskramor's axe. I beg your leave to speak to this stranger myself. State your case, stranger. You are fortunate I intervened. So you say. My Thane's suspicions are just. You come to us with tales of a shattered legend. You offer no proof. None. Now the undead may assault my Thane's keep again at any moment. This is his home, and we will defend it. You have no such obligation. It would be best if you leave this manor quick as you can.
Forgive my grandfather's behavior. He's not himself. I need help. Things haven't been normal for a long time. Grandfather always felt ill-treated by the Jarls. Lately he's become convinced they plot to kill him. Some poor man came with a message from Jarl Angjord. Grandfather accused him of being an assassin. He was beheaded. I hate to say it, but Thorolf has been Grandfather's housecarl since I was a girl. He always seemed cold, aloof. Lately, he's changed too. Lately, he's been directing the household, telling Grandfather what to do. You saw it, didn't you? Grandfather didn't order you away. Thorolf did. I want to search Thorolf's room, but he keeps it locked. His guard, Circador, holds the key. They both suspect me already. You maybe have a chance. Get inside. If you find anything, meet me upstairs. They died when I was very young. A dark elf raid on Riften. They hit our farm as they went through. All they left. He had another stead nearby. Just luck we weren't killed as well. He took up raiding the next spring. Gran and I made projects while he was away. Quilts, paintings, for when he returned. She kept a candle burning in the window every night. Yes, Don't say it, please. I know what you're thinking. I couldn't bear to hear it. I don't think... They did start about the same time, actually. But no. This pass saw thousands of skirmishes between Nords and Dark Elves. The dead have never risen before. Yes, exactly. Even before Red Mountain, the old Needs invaded Kaima lands through this pass. Thousands have died here. Not all of them received Arke's blessing, though I'd expect, now that I think on it. That's odd. It's just... I'd expect dead Nords and dead Elves to keep fighting each other. But the dead focus their attacks on Fulhelm. Sorry, what do I know about the undead anyway? I don't think they do. What Grandfather did was a long time ago now. Before the formation of the Pact, he raided Morrowind. He'd gather warriors and sail off once or twice a year. One of the best. Warriors came from across Skyrim to sail with him. One year, the Bard's College sent a skald to chronicle the trip. That was the year Darvin's watch went under the axe. After the pact was signed, he was offered the Thaindom of Fulhelm. He didn't want it. It's too far from Gran's grave here. They said if he didn't go, he'd have to answer to the tribunal ordinators. They don't need to kill him. No one sings the songs about him. The ordinators banned them. The Jarls pulled down the statues in Riften and Windhelm. He's worse than dead. He's forgotten. find anything? Izmir's beard! RK the enemy? A necromancer's tract. All these years... Yes, but who will believe us? My grandfather is wrapped around his little finger. The gods dare not stand against him, not if they want to keep their heads. No, I don't... Wait! Grandfather's sword! Bonebane! When the dead first attacked, Thorolf led a group to retrieve it. Thorolf said the blade was destroyed, the men killed. A bastard. There's no way he could have destroyed it. It's been blessed by RK dozens of times. Get Bonebane. It's at a monument to Grandfather south of the fort. Bring it back, and you can prove Thorolf's a liar! You get that blade, and I'll see Thorolf hung from the highest point in the hall! He said he found the sword at the bottom of an ancient barrow. When he was younger, he was quite the adventurer. He claims it was held by one of the 500, and that a beautiful ghost gave it to him. Sort of. Grandfather likes to tell his stories. After the Battle of the Bones, he laid the sword in a chest and swore he'd never raise it again.
Grown into a beauty, my child. But I see you have another visitor.
While you were gone, Thorolf made a proposal. I told him what he could do with himself. Disgusting man. I knew it! That lying skeever scum! Come, we must show Grandfather. I'm certain he will... Wait, is that Siraki?
The undead. They march on full helm! My lord, we're holding the stairs, barely! Anyone in here who can fight, get yourself outside!
I need to get my daggers. I'd slit his throat right now if I could. But there's no time. We'll deal with Thorolf later. In the meantime, I know our soldiers can hold the walls. Still, Dark Elves defend. Nords attack. The dead could throw themselves at the walls for weeks. What we need to do is push them back. Reopen the roads to Riften and Stonefalls. Are you up for an assault? Show the men that Bonebane sings again! Lead us. The soldiers here will all know Bonebane by sight, and they'll rally behind you. When the undead attacked, we lost 4 guard posts in the front. It's Grandfather! Please, I couldn't stop him. Thank Kain you're back. While everyone was fighting off the attack, Thorolf raised the skeleton in the manor. He told Grandfather the undead had broken in and that we were all going to die. More than that, he went mad, raving. I think he might kill himself. Then Siraki came in and said you were turning back the skeletons in the shed. When Thorolf heard, he got wild-eyed and bolted. If we help Grandpa, Thorolf will escape. But if we go after Thorolf, Anvald will die. He fled down the southeast road, the one that goes past the old dragon temple. Yes, his chamber is on the 2nd floor.
They're coming for us.
I would have ruled forever, with her at my side!
waited years to have her!
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you able to catch Thorolf? Thorolf left this behind in his haste. A shard. This would be the shard of Wuthrad you sought? All we know is my grandfather died because he listened to that skeever's lies. I am Thane now. I will lead as my grandfather showed me long ago, before he left his senses. With a strong hand and sharp mind, I'll keep his legacy alive. I'll keep it safe until you need it. You have my word as Thane of Fulhelm. If not for you, we'd all be dead. It's a debt I can't repay, but you can start by keeping Bonebane. Use it like my grandfather did. Make these worm cult bastards bleed! We're in your debt. If you ever have need of blades, come speak to me. I guess I should find some more flowery, Thane-like speech, but that's not how grandfather raised me. Speak plain and honest, he said. I want him remembered as he was before Housecarl Thorolf.
Quit slouching. Pitiful excuse for a soldier.
With Sinmer dead, and the worm cult shattered, perhaps peace will return to our lands. As am I, my friend. But there is much to do. The worms hide inside Trollhättu. Mark my words. Manimarcus' spawn dies today. With Sinmer dead, and the worm cult shattered, perhaps peace will return to our lands. The worm cult mages guard the passage to Trollhättu. A full assault would be suicidal, but a small force might push right through, especially with you at its head. Lower the worm's defenses. Kill them as you must, but leave some for us. As you destroy each ward, we will secure the caves behind you. For Isgramor, for glory. You must clear the way. We have to reach Sinmer before it's too late. You have the spirit of Isgramor, my friend. Yes, 2 blades are more dangerous than 1. Speak to Holgun, walks in ash, and Valdamandarin. Choose.
Have you retrieved the shards of Wuthrad? Without them, if you wish, I can offer a healer. You will be honored with the...
Others doubted you, but I knew you could do it. Excellent. You've cleared the pass for us. I'm moving our troops forward now. The final hurdle is ahead of us. Are you ready? We must fight past the last of the worm cultists ahead of us. Then we face Sinmer and Thalik. That merging is a foe worthy of Isgramor, yet it falls to us to face them. We must separate them. Great damage to Sinmer will tear their spirits asunder. Then both are vulnerable. Either the shards of Wuthrad or mighty companions are needed for this task. Yoren the Skald King asked me to thank you for gathering all the shards. He brought them into the ruins for the final battle. Long ago, Isgramor used Wuthrad to slay Sinmer. That act imbued the axe with great power against the giant. Even Wuthrad's shards can cause him tremendous harm. Voldam and Durin discovered a way to harness the power in each shard and turn it against Sinmur. He'll place the shards you've collected in runic braziers. Activate those braziers to unleash the shards against Sinmur. Perhaps, but not alone. If you plan to fight him without the shards, seek out other powerful warriors like yourself. You have little chance of besting the giant alone. Remember, Ysgramor fought alongside 500 companions.
We must defeat Sinmur and the Worm Cult once and for all. Are you ready? We must push forward or all is lost. Follow me. Stay beside me, friends. We face the cult together. You face the Skald King now, worms. Come and die on my blade. Face me, Sinmur! Friends, activate the shards of Wuthrak while I occupy the...
Too late to stop us!
Defend! Shore's bones. Monsters down. Well done, my friends, well done. Kind's breath. Can it be? The 500 companions?
Sinmur is dead. You have won a great victory this day.
Ysgramor. I'm not worthy.
Rise, Yoran Skald King. Rise and greet me as the true champion of the North. You have united not just the Nords. The ancient elves and the crafty lizard folk stand with us as well.
I had help, my liege.
Your champions, we've met. A hard road lies ahead of you, but for now, savor this victory.
Thank you, Ysgramor.
Companions, 3 cheers for the Skald King and his brave champions. Worm Crushers and Giant Slayers. Again. Once more. For the Pact and the North. Companions, we ride to Sovngarde.
Well done, my friend. May Sinmur never again arise to haunt us. Yes, Sinmur and the Worm Cult are crushed, but Ysgramor's warning concerns me. What could he mean? Find Vigorod Greatbane. He should be outside. I must think of this.
What happened inside? Is Yoran safe? To tell the truth, I feared we wouldn't win this fight. The rift is finally back under Pact control.
I hope the worm cult has been shattered, but I fear they are just the foot of the mountain. Yes, as Isgramor said, their masters reside in Cold Harbor. We have no choice but to invade. I must return to Monhold, my friend. I hope to see you there.
Adept, Shalador must have found you. Very glad to see you again. I've translated the final book, and we're ready to monkey rum butter. No, I'm just very tired. Thanks to Shalador, we were able to decipher the deeper ritual hidden within the tomes as a set. He's ready and waiting. Together you'll perform the ritual that will... perform like a dancing midget! Just focus on the task at hand. I've prepared the ritual space, as you can see. Here are the books. Take them and place them on the pillars of light around the hall. They'll focus the power of the books for the Archmage. I'll be able to rest soon enough, Adept. Shalador is the only reason I was able to finish. His enthusiasm and energy sustained me through this difficult trial. Please, Adept, I'm going to be fine. As I said, translation of the books has taken a considerable toll. I'm exhausted, but it will be worth it. The Sanctuary will save so many lives and give us all a chance to work in peace.
Ebb and swell of Magicka. How I missed this. We've done it. We're finally ready to take back my island. I'll use the combined powers of the books and wrench the isle back to Tamriel. Sheogorath has lost, Adept. We're almost there. It's a lush place, gorgeous and vibrant. We have guild members poised across Tamriel, ready to join us there. It will be the perfect place for the guild to study in peace. It will be glorious. I know. She's very tired, even worse than before. But she's done masterful work in translating these books. And I'm sure she'll be an asset once we reach the island. She'll have plenty of time to rest soon enough. I suppose she has been garbling her words a bit. I just assumed that it was due to mortal frailty. I sometimes forget how fragile you are. We will watch over her together, my friend. I believe so. I'm sure you're as sick of the Mad God's games as I am. Now come, I will perform the ritual and open a portal to our new home. Gnomes, attend me! Now, I reclaim what was taken from me. I, Vea, hear my call! Something is wrong. I sense. Adept, the Lost, follow me! Damn me for a fool! Why did I trust that madman? What do I mean? Look at this place! The island is overrun with Daedra. Sheogorath has given us the apple, but it's riddled with worms. There's a grand hall in the center of the island. We'll be able to survey the situation better from that vantage point. You and Velost make your way up this path. I'll meet you there.
Fascinating creatures, Daedra.
Oh, you swit!
Never thought I'd have the chance to study one of those up close.
This is not what we agreed to, mad god. Leave this place!
Careful, mage! Remember who you're talking to. Our mortal friend has arrived! Be quiet now, shall he? Adults talking. Ah, good! You and I can have reasonable conversations. Shalador's just too old and crotchety for me. Do you know, funny thing about deals. They're really the sorts of things you should get in writing. I said if you completed the trials, you could find the island. The portals to deepest oblivion scattered here and there. A sort of bonus. If you want to see it that way, sure. It's another trial. I'm sure you and Velas... Oh, hello, dearie. I'm sure you'll have no problems closing the portals. Honestly, I'm surprised the Mistress of Incunabular didn't see this coming. No reason at all? What are you implying? That my choice to curse the books was a calculated move? That crazy old Sheogorath knew there were only a handful of people in the guild that could do the work she did? Oh. Madness. Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You outwitted daffy old Sheogorath, right? Anyway, pull the crystals to close the portals. Have fun. See you soon.
Damn it! What was I thinking? Attacking the Prince of Madness? Wait, Adept. You're not making sense. What do you mean? Sheogorath put that curse on those books to slow us down. Make the task more time-consuming. Then, the curse was meant to put the books in front of Velast. She was meant to read them. Adept, this is very worrying. But we need to deal with this after the island is safe. She'll be with you. She'll be fine for the moment. The Lost, go with our friend here to close the portals. The Adept will keep you safe. Sheogorath left a powerful ward on this building. I'll need a few moments to crack it open. Go! I should be done here by the time you return. Go! Close the portals. I will see this done.
They're coming for us.
Just spotted another way varieties of Daedra is wrong. So tired of the fighting. Why can't we all just pause? Always thought my combat spell work was theoretical.
You betcha!
That last one spoke to me. Did you hear it? It said my name.
What did we do that for? It looked so friendly.
Thanks to you, the island is ours. Now you'll just need to claim the hall and kick Sheogorath back to the Shivering Isles. I've put a crack in his ward, but no more. The Mad God's power is formidable, even here. You and Velast may enter. I may not. Just make sure to watch after her. I can see the state she's in. I feared the Mad God may have gotten the better of us, but perhaps something can be done. Go inside. Deal with Sheogorath. We've come too far to be put off by his tricks now. You can do this, Adept. You've proven yourself that you're up to this. Good luck.
I can hear him. I'm coming, Uncle Sheo.
My favorite mortal. Shalador finally figured out how to let you in. You're here to kick me out, I know. But you know, fighting isn't really my thing. Haskell?
Very good, sir. Have at you, Adept. We will now face each other in honorable combat. On your guard.
That's enough! Break it up, you two!
Enough with the games, Sheogorath. Are you going to relinquish the island to us or not?
All right, settle down. I'll just gather me things and go. Velast? Dearie, why don't you come over here?
Uncle Sheo, are we going somewhere?
Yes, little one. You're coming with me. Home to the Shivering Isles. Won't that be nice?
Mad God, stay back! The lost isn't yours to take!
Isn't she, though? I can see it on her face. I can smell it in the air. She's crazy! Mad! A lunatic! All that time with Uncle Shio's stories, and she's got the urge to visit the Isles! My Shivering Isles! Oh.
I do. I want to go with Uncle Sheo. He's got the butterflies. I love butterflies.
This is a conundrum. A riddle. A choice. I tell you what, mortal. Why don't we let you decide? Should Velast stay, or come with me to the dear old Isles? In fact, let's sweeten the deal. You decide she stays, I'll cure her. That's right. Uncle Sheo will make her sane again. Boring old Velast, whose only friends are books. Oh, dear.
And if the Adept decides she goes with you?
Well, as it happens, I have one more book here. I'd give it to you in exchange for Velast. It's called the Folium Discognitum.
Sheogorath, you bastard! You'd throw the folium back in my face after all these years!
Wrote it myself. It's a delightful little artifact. It imbues the reader with the knowledge of madmen. It's very powerful. Worth, 4 or 5 of those sky shard things you adventurers are always looking for. So, Velast stays and I cure her. Or, she goes with me and you, my little mortal, become much more powerful. choice. Admit it! You're surprised, aren't you? The look on your face was precious! Right! A mortal making a decision! Free will and agency! Now then, does Velast stay, become sane again, and live her life out here? Or does she go with me, and you receive the power of the Folium Discognitum? Which will it be? Ha! I knew you'd take the book! I could see it in your eyes! Don't worry. Uncle Sheo will take good care of his favorite niece. It's been nice doing business with you, Martha. Oh, it's so good to meet someone with the right priorities. Here you go, Morta. Now, don't go around saying Shale Gorath cheats on a deal. He does, sometimes, but not today. It's been fun. Let's do this again, real soon. All right. The mortals decided to let Velast go with me. Velast, dearie, come on over. You're coming with Uncle Sheo.
Yay! The butterflies! I love to watch them flutter.
He's won again. Please don't take her, mad god.
No, don't worry, she's in good hands. And this is where I say my farewells. Mortal, nice working with you. Shalador, never change. Say goodbye, dearie.
Goodbye. I'll miss you.
Until next time, magelings.
I can't stay in here, Adept. Let us speak some more outside.
No.
Come here, Adept. I have something for you. Adept, you've done so much. I thought you were the Guild's future. But I cannot ignore the choice you made concerning Velast's fate. I would give you a gift. A gift and a warning. During my time on Tamriel, I developed a very useful spell. A memory charm of sorts. Rather than wasting my time puttering around in libraries trying to find a book, the spell allows me to recall it instantly. If you'll allow me. Just need a moment to prepare. This spell has proven very handy. Once saved my life when I came up against a rhyming spirit. She demanded every answer to her questions be answered with a couplet. There we go. I'm ready. Call it Shalador's Library of the Mind. Ha! Shores, bones, I can't thank you enough. In time, the body you and Velast have formed for me will fade. But with this charm, you'll never forget our trials together. I take comfort in that. Are you ready? Then accept the gift of eidetic memory. Remember now every tome, every book, every scrap of paper you have ever read. And remember, too, the tale of Ivaeus' return to Tamriel, and the story of the adept who made it happen. Good luck, my friend. Wherever your travels take you next, know that you have all of the guild at your back.
No, old wandering eye.
It is good Berah found you, comrade. The bright moons know Aleph is glad to see you again. She would trust no one else for the task before us today. The council has spoken. Sees all colors never return to the fold after your visit to Abagarles. She has fled. She is guilty. She must be killed. I have an idea, but we must confer with Merrick. He's returned to the Earth Forge to finish work on the prismatic core. Aleph is ready to open a portal, take us straight to his side. Are you prepared? Lead on. Aleph follows. Yes, she is. Very eager. Aleph has resented colors since the day she took over. This obsession with the Daedra, with the anchors. Together we will put an end to her foolish leadership and this unwinnable crusade. A foolish war against the might of a Daedric prince? Why would Aleph want to put an end to that? This one has the backing of the generals, comrade. You may be speaking with the new guildmaster after today. Seems like we were just here, yes?
By forge and fire we prep for war.
Ah, you hear Merrick there at the forge. He has already begun.
With war in our eyes, we ready to die.
This prismatic weapon could be a powerful force against Molag Bal, yes?
With death in hand, we bear our blades.
It is a difficult task we undertake today. To hunt a comrade.
By Stendar's blade, we will settle the score.
I'll begin the ritual.
My friends, you came just in time. I'm almost done. My work here is nearly complete, comrade. The core will soon be a weapon once again. I believe so, oh my comrade. There's really only one way to find out. You will bear it into battle. The ultimate test will come against the Mortum Vivicus itself. No doubt Aleph has already told you of the Council's decision. The province generals have condemned Colors to death. She never returned to any of her quarters. She seems to be avoiding guild members. My friend, I don't know what to think. Aleph has a plan. Everything about what she proposed sickens me, but we are desperate. She believes Jofnir can find Colors, track her somehow, that they are linked. She also thinks... Bah! She thinks Colors has turned on us. That she's gone over to the Prince of Lies. That if we can find her, we'll find the Vivicus. Enough! My friend, before you speak to her, I must ask of you a question. The one bright spot in the room, the prismatic weapon. I can forge it in any form you desire. Stendar himself speaks through my craftsmanship today. What will you wield? A great sword, a long sword, a staff, or a bow? A fine choice, oh my comrade. It will be done. Speak with Aleph and I will have a gift for you shortly.
Let us summon our old friend. He will know where his murderer hides.
Hermit cat, can't you let an old ghost be at peace?
Not just yet, old Nord. Aleph has one more question for you. Where is Caesar Colors? Where does she hide?
You know I cannot tell you. He holds me bound.
Tell Aleph, or she will show you what it means to be bound.
She sought out the Mortum Vivicus. It's in the halls of submission. Don't go, comrades. She's...
Enough! Aleph is up to the challenge. But don't worry, Jofnir. She will let Molag Bal know how helpful he is.
The weapon is ready, comrade. Take it from the anvil and follow us into battle.
You're on. Just a moment. Aleph recognizes this set. Yes. These crystals control access to the room ahead. Comrade, focus on that first crystal. By the mace, it worked. Comrade, come to this crystal here. Merrick, you focus on the one by the door.
I've got it!
That's it! Merrick, you hold that beam. Aleph will use the last crystal to open the door. We are almost there. Just one more beam and we are through this door. Success! Let's go. Caesar colors must be close.
Feels like the old days, Aleph. Let's get this done.
You must stop Aleph before it's too late. You what? No, my comrade. My friend. You have been deceived. I did. Comrade. I served the Daedric Prince Meridia. She blessed me with a sacred mission. I mobilized the Fighters Guild to defy Molag Bal. Yofnir would not listen to me. The anchors were a danger to everyone on Tamriel. I received reports that cultists had begun harvesting souls for some kind of weapon. Yofnir would not listen. I had to act. My friend, I trust you, as does the Council. I put my fate in your hands. What would you have me say? The Prince of Lies is everywhere. He undermines Meridia's efforts, places whispers in our ears. I tried to explain it to Yofnir and Ragnthar, but he wouldn't listen. He refused to hear my words. A Daedric prince, like Molag Bal, but totally unlike that cruel monster. Meridia is the Sunfire, enemy of the undead, beacon to all that live. An end to the dark plots of necromancers, the culling of cultists, and the death of Daedra. In short, she's offended by the god of schemes. She will stop this weapon and crush his champions beneath her heel. You see it before you, the Mortuum Vivicus. After our time in Abagarlis, I knew that stopping this monstrous creation must be my priority. The lady sent me a vision, a dark path to oblivion. It's taken me all this time. Yes, snatched from Tamriel just as the Ayleids were to destroy it. Lurking here all this time, like a caged beast, while Molag Bal fed it soul after soul, restoring it to unholy potency. Yes, surely you have seen the darkness within Aleph. I didn't know, not for certain, but I believe she serves the Lord of Lies, and consorts with his minions. I know I should have, but Merrick is a servant of Stendarr. I feared he would react badly to my love of the lady, as if she were like that foul schemer Molag Bal. I know your decision will be just.
What have you decided?
You served Molag Bal well today by destroying Meridia's servant. By the Master's grace, I summon his bonds. May they power me with his wrath to crush my enemies. I can feel his power coursing through me. Minions of Molag Bal, hear my words and defeat the enemies of the mace.
You lead. Never used to fight this much until I met you.
My servant, receive my power to destroy them. You miserable failure. You are not worthy of my gifts.
Comrade, you've done it. I am free. Free from Raganthar's barrier and that dark cat's shackles. I am here to keep you safe, comrade, and to help you see this task done. You must destroy this abomination, this Mortum Vivicus. Throw the weapon into the center of the construct. Molag Bal's dark plot will be at an end. Don't be afraid. I will keep you safe, my comrade. Done it, comrade! I will light your way home. You've done well, my friend. The Mortum Vivicus is destroyed. It has been an honor to save the guild I served in life. Now the council has assembled. You should speak to them. Unless Hakruba has changed a great deal since my death, she won't like to be kept waiting.
She intimidates me as well, comrade. Do not worry. I'm sure Hakruba will treat us fairly. Stendar made me truthful. Comrade, the Council has faith in you. I have faith in you, as does Stendar. What you did for the good of the Guild and all of Tamriel. I know they will support your choice.
Comrade, it is good to speak with you again. Bera told us of Aelif's plan to hunt Seize All Colors. I see that Merrick and the spirit of Yofnir Iceblade accompany you. Tell us, for all, and the Eight to hear. What happened? Carrying out our sentence, punishment for her foul deed. She is not here. Her sentence was carried out, then? Indeed. Where is the Khajiit Aelif? Yet more betrayal. I've known for years that her tongue was forked. But the Lord of Lies! You have cleansed an evil corruption from the Guild, comrade. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You do not need to worry about Merrick. We have already reached our decision about Guild member Adaswala. Merrick Adaswala, present yourself to the Council. Merrick Adaswala, in light of your service to the Guild, in light of your sound judgment and brave heart, we cannot think of anyone more appropriate than you. You, Merrick, are to be the new Guildmaster of the Fighters Guild.
It will be your responsibility to oversee completion of the contract established by Seize All Colors.
Remain vigilant against the forces of Molag Bal.
The Guild is a shield, a bastion for the people of Tamriel, where it will.
You've been quiet, Merrick. What do you have to say about all this?
I thank you, Council members. I accept this position with honor and grace. I swear to my ancestors, I will not let you down.
Now, Guildmaster, please see our friend out. We have much to discuss, and little time in which to plan. Comrade, we wish you well in your travels, and look forward to our next encounter.
Come, comrade. You can't do much good hiding in this forge. Let's get you back into the fight. Speak with me a moment, Comrade. Who could have known we'd be standing here like this, my friend? You destroyed an artifact of the Prince of Lies, and I'm the new leader of the Fighters Guild. Stendar sweaty sword arm. I still have trouble understanding everything that's happened. Aelif dead, a minion of Molag Bal, and Seize All Colors. Did we do the right thing? Aye, she did. But they were both my friends, comrade. I'd known them both for... We used to joke, you know, about what we would do if we led the guild. Without them, I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now, I just want to find a tavern and raise a quiet glass to Seize All Colors. And, yes, to Aelif, too. What comes tomorrow comes then. For now, I will talk to the Council and plan for that tomorrow. Yes, actually. I'll make sure the way to the Earthforge remains open to you from now on. I've found that the gear forged here often has special qualities. You might find it to your liking. Good luck, my friend.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
This great time of unrest within the guild is at an end. You've done very well, comrade. I am bound for Sovngarde and the halls of Iskramor. But before I take my leave, I would make for you a gift. The prismatic weapon. I retrieved it from where it had fallen after the Mortum Vivicus was destroyed. You are a true hero of the guild, comrade. You deserve nothing less. What's more, Consuming the Vivicus has unmade the weapon. It is once again in its primal form. I can return it to your hand in any shape you desire. What do you say, comrade? Comrade, I grow very tired. My time here on Tamriel has gone on far too long. I go now to join my ancestors, to feast in the halls of those gone by. I go knowing that the Fighters Guild is in very good hands.
Vexing for some competition.